So you're thinking about moving to Vail, Arizona, and your budget is $600,000 to $700,000. Well, stick around with us because we're going to show you some homes in some different neighborhoods at that price point so you can get a feel of what you'll get for your budget. Let's get to it.
Let's go.
If you're new to this channel and you want to learn everything from A to Z about living in Tucson, AZ, then click subscribe and tap that bell for notifications so you can be the first to learn about the current market in Tucson, Arizona. Hi, I'm Jennifer Smith and this is my husband,
Justin Smith.
And we've helped hundreds of people just like you move to
and from
Tucson, Arizona. So whether you're moving in 12 days, 12 weeks, or 12 months, we've got you covered. Give us a call, shoot us a text or an email, and let us help you make a smooth move to Tucson, Arizona. All right, so we are over here in our first subdivision, which is going to be the Vistas at Rincon Knolls. And this is a brand new community that's being built by Mattamy Homes. And the great thing about this community compared to some of the other ones that they've done over the past couple years is a lot of their communities were spec homes only. So you just kind of had to go with what options they had picked out. Now they do try to pick things they know people are generally going to like and that they've seen chosen, by previous buyers over the years, popular options. But this community is ground up that you can build from. So you can pick your lot, you can pick all your options, you can pick your elevation, which is, what it looks like on the outside, which is really cool. This community doesn't just have your standard contemporary homes. They also have an option that's like a mid-century modern home, and it's just very unique to the Tucson area. So if that's something you're looking for, this could be a good option. The houses in here are going to range, the smaller ones in the 400,000s. You can actually get low 400s in here, but you're going to see a majority in the $500,000 and $600,000 price range. There is a house over here that you can get one of the floor plans that's 2,900 square feet, $607,000. It's going to be a 4-bedroom, 4-bathroom with a 3-car garage, and that's going to be the one that looks, has that mid-century modern look to it.
Definitely ready to go. Yeah, I mean, this area is pretty neat. We were told by the builder's representative in there, like to clarify that, because you could walk into a sales office for new construction and they'll work with you, but when we represent clients for new construction, we don't charge anything for that. We're actually paid by the builder and it doesn't cost you anything extra. And Jennifer especially knows a little bit of tricks of the trade to really help you through that new build routine and make the transition smooth as possible and actually represent you as opposed to the builder. This community right here though, it's the Pantano Wash right behind it, so there's some gradual slopes as far as the hill goes. So all the lots are level, but you kind of do step down as you get towards the Pantano Wash, which means that most of the properties are going to have a little bit of mountain views from some area of the home.
Yeah.
The builder's representative did inform us that a lot of people that she's seeing come through here that are buying homes are actually taking jobs over at Raytheon. And I mean, that could be a 5 to 10 minute drive from here. So we're at one of those parts of what we refer to as Vail that is closest to Rita Ranch and that Raytheon site over there.
Yeah, and you're going to have a lot more retail over in that area and commercial space. So, and more grocery options, dining, pretty much everything. So you're within, 5-10 minutes, like he said, depending on the traffic. We're past Seneca High School. So if you're heading towards town, towards Rita Ranch, you're not going to have as much of that school traffic to deal with, mainly just people commuting to work kind of traffic. All right, let's go head over to our next community.
Let's go.
All right, so now we are over here in Jacaranda Village, and this is a great little community of less than 50 homes. Most of them are going to be set on about an acre or larger. As you can see, semi-custom homes, mostly flat roofs in here. There's one that was previously just listed for $645,000 that was built in 2023. And then there's a great property over here behind us that's currently listed for $670,000, and that's going to be a 2673 square foot home with 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms on almost an acre. And both these homes were built in the last year, although a majority of this subdivision was built in 2006 and 2007.
Yeah, with stuff kind of being built in between there too. Now, I mean, this neighborhood right here is really close to where I grew up. Back there, if you can see those dirt cliffs in the back, there's like a little mud cave back there. We used to ride our horses along the wash right there, and we call this the owl wash right here. So there's a lot of those gray horned owls that run through here.
So cool.
They land on top of the telephone wires, and you'll just see that get really crazy around the monsoon time of year. And those dirt cliffs do have little holes where they hide out at. Yeah, lots of cool stuff. And then, we're not too far away from the Rocking Cave subdivision towards the mountains that way. So a lot of that was state trust land that was sold. But I mean, since you have the wash and the dirt cliff over there, nothing's really going to be built between here and the wash. So you have that extra desert space right there.
Yeah, and you have, since it's acre plus lots in here, you have a little more space between you and your neighbors. Everything looks very clean. There is an HOA in this subdivision, and we're really close to the Rincons, and you have still some great Catalina mountain views as well. So let's go ahead and head over to our next subdivision.
Let's go.
All right, so we are over here in our last subdivision of the day, which is a newer subdivision in the Del Lago area. Like I said, we end up in Del Lago a lot. This is the newest community that's in here, and that's going to be Pinnacle at Del Lago. It is a gated community, really at the furthest end of Del Lago as far as north. So you actually come through a whole nother community to get to this community. The bad side of that right now is it is still under construction. It's Richmond American Homes. So you'll see from the video that we took here, there's quite a bit of traffic and construction that you have to drive through to get back to this community. But it looks like they're going to be wrapping up in the next couple months. So depending on when you buy in here, or maybe you work from home and you don't have to leave a lot, that would probably be best case scenario.
A lot of homes that are wrapping up over there right now. I think that this time in a few months it's going to look drastically different. But yeah, you'll see on some of the footage we provide you, if you haven't already, that it's a little bit wild coming through there.
Yeah, and I'll turn real quick just so you can see. I mean, like I said, we're at the furthest part of the Del Lago Loop right here. So you'll have some mountain views back here. You'll have Cienega Creek over there, which Justin can tell you more about, right?
Yeah, a couple old ranches back over there too. Yep. So yeah, Cienega Creek. It's actually we're backed up to the Pantano Wash right here. It's one of the major washes in the Tucson area.
Yeah.
But if you follow that upstream, you're actually gonna go right into Cienega Creek. So even when the wash isn't running right there, you might go up there and see that it's got running water, a bunch of huge trees. So only 2 miles away, and the terrain just drastically changes. And I mean, after you get there, you can just keep going. There's a lot of beauty over in Cienega Creek. And with the wash right here, you're gonna have wildlife. You're gonna have javelinas, coyotes. You will see some deer occasionally.
Yeah,
we don't see a lot of deer over here, but they do come through.
Absolutely. And like I said, this is a gated subdivision. It's 29 home lots in here that are set on about an acre. They're a little bit under. There was a house behind us right now for $690,000 that is almost 2,400 square feet. 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom, as you can see, 3-car garage. And then there's actually one across the street behind us now that is listed for $670,000. So there are some homes in here in the $500,000 range, but really you're mainly going to see houses in the $600,000 range, which is why we wanted to wrap up in this community, just to kind of show you what you can get. They're just such a unique design in here too, kind of a mid-century modern on a lot of them. There are single stories and 2-story homes available. Really, that's all we have for you. All right, so thank you for sticking with us today. I'm glad we were able to show you some of the homes that would be available in that $600,000 to $700,000 price point. Today, we mainly covered homes just in subdivisions that are gonna have HOAs, but those aren't your only options if that's your budget.
Yeah, there's a ton of stuff available outside of the subdivisions. If you're looking for custom homes on acreage, you know, things without those, without any restrictions,
Yeah.
you park your RVs, your
Boats.
trailers, you know, you do your workshops out there, you know, whatever it is. There's a lot of options in the Vail area when you start getting into that $600,000 to $700,000 range. But we love to show you neighborhoods, and sometimes when we go to those homes, we're showing you dirt roads. So,
yeah.
but not that those aren't fun; those are definitely fun.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you or anyone you know is looking to make a move to or from Tucson, Arizona, make sure you give us a call, shoot us a text or an email, and if you could, give us a like, subscribe, and tap that bell. We'll keep you updated on the current market in Tucson, Arizona.
See you on the next video.